Welcome back to Drew Pearson Live. I'm here with the lovely Dr. LaWanna GLADNEY, or better known on this show as Dr. G. And today we're talking about losing those unwanted pounds. And how do we do that, Dr. G? Because I got some myself I'd like to lose.
I know. Somebody just said, the pounds keep finding them.
Yes.
Well, we talked about emotional eating last week.
Yes.
So this week I thought it was really important to, once you understand about the emotional eating part, how do you get rid of those pounds? And I gave you those statistics that we have over 100 million people here in the U.S. that are either overweight or obese. With that, we make up only 5% of the world's population, but a third of the global weight. Wow. So we have an issue here in our society, in America, and they say that if we don't get control of this, by 2020, 75% of Americans will be overweight. So this is like a huge problem, and it's causing people stress. It's something that we need to tackle
before these numbers even get bigger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So those unwanted pounds, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to sound really simple, but I want people to understand how powerful their mind is. The first key to losing unwanted pounds is to decide that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Make the decision.
Make a commitment.
And it's when people say, really, I did decide, and it's still here. Well, what I'm talking about is how powerful your brain is, because we can learn 5 languages. We can push ourselves to the limit that you become an Olympian. All of these things that you think you can't do, but when you decide that that's something that you want to do, you can do it. And research and talking, and many of the clients I've worked with, when they do lose all this weight, you say, what was a turning point? I made a decision that that's what I was going to do. So you have to decide first.
Okay.
Number 2, then it's called a positive success plan. I've created this plan that will help people to actually lose these unwanted pounds. It's called a positive success plan. You see, I put the word positive in there. Everything has to be a positive spin. And I have that available for everybody, that they can just email me at info@Dr. GLADNEY, and I will email you a positive success plan that will help you to get structured to lose these unwanted pounds.
Right.
So again, you have to have a plan. You decide, you have a plan, and then number 3, you have to schedule your meals.
Okay.
Now you go,
now what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I know. You hear people say all the time, oh, I didn't have time to eat breakfast. I worked right through, I was working, I worked right through lunch, and then they don't end up eating until late. Well, what happens is our body is like a machine. And if you concentrate and you get it on a regular pattern, your body will do what you want it to do. So when I say schedule your meals, that means if, you have to make sure that in the morning and noon and in the evening time, so at least 3 meals a day.
So you're a believer in 3 meals a day?
Absolutely. 3 meals a day, and then some say 5 smaller. But it speeds up your metabolism, because when we don't eat, it slows it down, and people think, well, yeah, I skipped breakfast. Well, it's slowing down your metabolism. So schedule, and do not eat. Do not eat after 8 o'clock. 8 p.m., if you don't eat, you start losing weight just by not eating after 8 p.m.
That's good advice there.
So yeah, 3 things.
Recap those 3.
Decide that you really make the decision that you want to lose the weight.
Right.
Number 2 is the positive success plan. I have that for you. info@drgladney.com, and I'll email you that positive success plan. And then number 3, schedule your meals.
Right on.
We have to tackle this, and we have to do something about it.
And if we follow those 3 steps, then we can lose those unwanted pounds.
On your way for those unwanted pounds.
Including this thing around here.
Yes,
right?
yes. We'll talk about exercise next time.
Okay.
That's another part to it.
Amen. That's good stuff. Thank you for being with us and giving us that knowledge about what we need to do to lose those unwanted pounds. And you can always get more information from Dr. G on her website, creatingamazing.lives.com. And to be sure to check out her book, If You're in the Driver's Seat, Why Are You Lost? Great book. Check it out. Up next, we're back in the kitchen with the extremely talented chef, Blythe Beck. She's here in the studio with us, and she'll be grilling it up next on Drew Pearson Live.